Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Albence. I'm the State Election Commissioner for the state of Delaware, and I'm here today to take a few minutes to go over some important details regarding the upcoming presidential primary. The most important item I'd like to cover first is the presidential primary date has been rescheduled, and that's as a result of the governor's state of emergency surrounding the COVID-19 coronavirus situation. The primary is now scheduled for Tuesday, July 7th, 2020. Polls will be open the normal time from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. On the presidential primary day, there will be a limited number of polling places available. Please check our website for the listing of polling places in your county. You will be able to vote at any polling place in your county. You will not be required to go to your normal polling place. Now, how would be the best way to prepare for the presidential primary election? Well, we want everyone to avoid any inconvenience when they arrive at their polling place, so we encourage you to go to our voter portal, which is ivote.de.gov. And if you go to the voter portal, you can reconfirm your voter registration, also reconfirm the address that we have on file for you to make sure that you'll be going to the correct polling place on election day. Also, if you're checking iVote in advance, you can do a whole host of things there. You can register to vote, you can update your voter registration, you can request a polling place card, and as we've mentioned, you can request an absentee ballot. So ivote.de.gov is really a one-stop self-service option for you. But again, we're always happy to assist you in any way that we can and in a way that's most convenient to you. Let's take a minute and talk with everyone about how the COVID-19 situation is impacting the election. We've also added some additional resources on our website. We have a dedicated page regarding the COVID-19 situation. A couple things to keep in mind during this time. Access to our offices is limited at this time in person. We are asking folks to make an appointment to come to the office in person. However, a lot of our services are available online at ivote.de.gov. Also, related to the COVID-19 situation, we are working very diligently to provide the supplies needed to our poll workers to ensure their safety, as well as the materials needed to ensure that the voting equipment is cleaned and sanitized and maintained in the best possible manner. We will be providing materials to enforce social distancing at polling place. Again, this is all to ensure your safety. We want to make sure that we maintain the safest environment and that we also provide the best and most safe situation, again, for all of our voters. I'd also like to take a moment to talk about additional reason for absentee voting that has been permitted as a result of the governor's state of emergency. For those individuals dealing with circumstances related to the COVID-19 or coronavirus pandemic, are permitted to vote absentee in the presidential primary. When you request your absentee ballot, if you're completing a paper application, choose reason number 3, that I am sick or temporarily or permanently physically disabled. And if you're completing the application online at the voter portal, ivote.de.gov, the options are on 2 different lines. So you would choose the one appropriate to you, again, either sick or temporarily or permanently physically disabled. Be sure to complete the application in its entirety, including those reasons, and also to choose the method that you'd like your ballot delivered to you, and return that to us as quickly as possible. The elections office in your county will then send the ballot out to you as you've requested as soon as possible. We do try to service those requests as soon as we receive them, and normally within 1 to 2 business days. So once you send your application to us, and again, you can submit that online through iVote, you can complete the form online on our website and email it to us, or you could always download it and print, sign, and mail it, or fax it as well. Those are all options. The iVote, the online submission, is the quickest and most convenient. For absentee ballots, just to be sure you get your ballot in time, the best practice is to request a ballot at least 1 week in advance of the election. The last day that we are able to mail out absentee ballots is Friday, July 3rd, 2020. So if you intend to request a ballot by mail, please do so no later than that date so we can ensure to get you a ballot as quickly as possible. When you do choose the option on the absentee ballot application that you are, again, sick, temporarily, or permanently physically disabled, you will note that there are different options for ballot delivery on there. Make sure that you choose the one most appropriate to you. We do have an option for secure electronic delivery of the ballot, and you can also securely mark and return that ballot electronically. That all happens within a secure environment with encryption, and I want everyone to be assured that if you do choose that option, in addition to the security and the encryption in place, that process will produce on our end a paper ballot that will be scanned like all other absentee ballots. So it's just the same type of ballot. It's secure, it's auditable like all other ballots. So again, that's an option for you for your convenience, especially if you qualify. But again, we want to let you know that although that is offered to you, all the same security protocols are in place. Now, wrapping up on absentee ballots, a couple more things to remember. Delaware law requires that all absentee ballots, in order to be counted, must be back to our offices by 8 o'clock on election day, the time the polls close. So you want to be sure the ballot is back to the elections office in your county that issued the ballot. A couple other items that we wanted to cover for you in the remainder of our time with you. As many of you are aware, we do have new voting equipment. Some of you have seen this in our school board elections, or maybe a municipal election or a school referendum election, or one of the demonstrations we've had in the community. These will be in use on election day. That'll be the new voting machines as well as our poll books for checking in voters. When you come to the polling place, just to give you a quick overview of your experience. Many of you are familiar when you come into a polling place, traditionally you've checked in and signed on a paper poll list. We now have electronic poll books that will give you an even more convenient experience. You'll be asked to present identification when you come in. If you do choose to present a driver's license or state ID, that can be scanned by the poll book and will pull up your voter file right away. You'll then sign on the screen, actually on the poll book, and again, poll workers will assist you with that process. After you check in, you'll be given this document, which is called an activation card. This will become your paper ballot. When you receive this card, and after it is presented to you, you'll notice there's a very small barcode that'll be on the top. That is your ballot style. That informs the machine the ballot to pull up for you for the election district in which you live. There is no personally identifiable information on this card, and there's no way that this will ever be tied to you. Your anonymity as a voter is always secured. When you go to the voting machine, you'll introduce this card into the machine, you'll insert it into the slot. Again, there'll be poll workers there to assist you. You'll walk through the process of voting on the screen of the voting machine, and then this card will reappear with your printed choices. You'll be given an option to review your printed choices, ensure they are consistent and they are the choices you wish to make, and then you'll be given the option to vote. And this card will then be deposited into the secure container, and this will be the official ballot of record that again is secured and is an auditable record. So that's basically a quick overview. It's a very quick and convenient process for you as a voter, and we think everyone will enjoy using the new equipment and will find it to be, again, very convenient and very easy to use. Just like to wrap up and thank you for your time today. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us. We want you to be assured that all of us in elections is working to ensure a convenient, safe experience for you as a voter. And at any time, feel free to contact the Department of Elections with any questions you may have. Our website is elections.delaware.gov, elections.delaware.gov. That includes contact information for all of our offices, and you're welcome to contact us by phone, by email, again, by visiting our website. We'll be happy to assist you and answer any questions you may have. Thanks again for your time, everyone. Take care.